Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Antoinette Evans, and on this channel, I find ways to help you maximize your wardrobe and simplify your life. Today, we are teetering on the simplify your life aspect because I am finally going to show you guys my apartment, or technically my condo, and what $1,500 a month will get you in West Palm Beach. This is going to be a very realistic aspect and a very realistic review. I'm going to show you all the nooks and crannies, the things that I don't show you guys. And the only reason why I am showing you is because your girl is moving to Atlanta. Atlanta has been on my list for the absolute longest, and I cannot wait. I miss the city. I am not a South Florida kind of girl. This life ain't for me. But anyway, let's just jump right into this video because I want to show you guys literally everything. I may even do a I'm moving vlog. Maybe. We'll see. But anyway, let's jump right to it, starting at the front door. Okay, so I would love to do a welcome to my place, but I'm not about to show you the apartment number. So this is the front door. You know, it's a door, whatever. The front mirror, the front window. I love the natural lighting in here. In all honesty, that's one of my favorite things about the place. Is a natural lighting, but as soon as you come to the door, you have this beautiful open space. Like, beautiful open space. That's the one thing that drew me to this location, is the open space and the fact that this was the only shit that was available at the time that I moved in. So I felt like I really didn't have a choice. But anyway, you walk in, my shoes are at the door because we don't do shoes in this house. It is house slippers only. Thank you very much. But this is what is at my entryway on this side. I got this one from Home Goods. This I did end up getting from, I think, Home Goods too. Some of the alcohol I have not drank as of yet. My faux plant and mail at the bottom that I have not opened. I absolutely love this for the entryway. It doesn't actually cut it short in any way, I don't think, at least. And then you have the table. The table I did get off of Facebook Marketplace. I'm not even gonna hold you. I pretty much already knew when I was coming in here that I wasn't gonna be here long, so I wasn't going ham on furniture right away. But this table, it's sturdy, it works. I think I got the whole thing plus the 2 chairs and then that little thing over there in the middle of the floor. I think I got it for like $50 off of Facebook Marketplace. Don't mind this stuff, okay? This is a realistic view. You're going to see everything, kind of, sort of. But this is all the stuff that I actually need to review and go through. My sunglasses, some of the accessories, things of that nature that came through. Yada, yada, yada. Y'all will see that at some point. But legit, like, I can't wait to style this in my hair and do a video about it. That's coming. That's coming. But yes, I did get this table from Facebook Marketplace. It came with the 2 chairs. Again, not the best thing because it was already damaged when I got it. I really didn't care. I had no furniture when I moved in. So that's a piece that I have. You have the window to the kitchen. I just use it to put my candles here a lot of the times, which I know is not safe because you literally have a wall right above it, but this is where I put my candle for the most part, so I really don't use this window for the most part at all. Coming into, I guess you can call this the common space, the living room. I had an idea of, actually no, I had a hard time trying to figure out my style aesthetic. I moved here after a breakup. I figured I don't have any family in the area I was living. Let me just move, start over, and figure out what I can do with my life. I came to Florida, kind of didn't know what my home aesthetic is, still kind of figuring that out in some way. It's been a shared space for so long that we curated our home together. So curating this space on my own was a little bit of a struggle, but I tried to find a way to enjoy the process. But now that I'm moving, it is what it is. I think I figured out what my color scheme is and what I like. But again, it will evolve once I get a place. in Atlanta. But this wall behind me, I had an idea of getting like a bookshelf of some sort, not really putting books on it per se, but putting like fashion books and some vases or vases, some more faux flowers, some accent pieces, just to do something, because like literally this wall is so long. The wall is long until you get to this little curve and then you get to the couch. I really wanted to put a bookcase there, but I never got around to it. It's okay. It is what it is. But this wall would have been so cool to put a bookcase or something of that nature, but it didn't happen. A little mirror. I bought this mirror when I first moved in because I had no way of seeing what my outfits look like. I would not recommend buying this $7 mirror from Walmart or Target. Like I wouldn't recommend it. It is what it is. It helped to kind of bounce the light, but again, I get really good natural light, so it didn't matter. My lighting equipment and tripod, I pretty much leave in the living room. Again, I have open space, so it made no sense for me to put it anywhere else. This was literally my favorite space to sit in. It took a while for me to curate this, but I'm so happy I did. Let me turn this around. I'm really happy I took the time to curate my living room space, because I feel like this was the first step in me identifying what my home aesthetic is. So, kicking things off with this wall behind me, I absolutely love a gallery wall. I feel like it brings a lot of attention. Oh, hold on. Do you guys hear that? Hopefully you can hear that in the video. That is my AC. Every time my AC kicks on, that is what I hear. This rattling sound. It is so freaking annoying. And no matter what I do, I cannot turn this stupid rattling off. So let me try, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm at the AC unit. I have to take this and it's still rattling. It's more of a deep rattle, but listen, I'm going to keep going. That is what I've had to deal with for the past year. Most of the time, I just have to move it back and forth and it's fine. Sometimes it just doesn't work at all, but it's a deep rattle now until it starts to get to a lot. Oh, I can't. Anyway, I have the back wall, gallery wall. Some of the photos on here I did get from Home Goods. Other ones I just found online, printed it in black and white. I got the smaller frames from the dollar store. They came in gold, silver, black, but I kind of just stuck with gold and black. I absolutely love this wall. I kind of wish I had an opportunity to create this somewhere else in my place. The couch, one thing I knew for sure I knew I wanted a blue couch. Why, I don't know, but I knew for sure I wanted a blue couch. And this couch fits perfect for the space, mainly because it is not an insanely huge space, and I didn't want anything that was going to take up too much room and not work out, right? So it just takes up just enough, which works for me. I am tall, I'm 5'9". I don't feel like this couch fits me, if that makes any sense. Sometimes I feel like I'm falling off the couch, but it is what it is. I absolutely hate these pillows. When I ordered the couch, I was just like, y'all can keep the pillows. Like, don't send this to me. I hate the pillows. Like, I hate the pillows, but I'm holding on to them because until I get new pillows, I'm just gonna make that shit work. Anyway, middle of the table again is a part of the dining room table that I'm actually going to resell. So I think I bought it for $50 and I'm gonna sell it for $50. This rug is actually like an indoor-outdoor rug. Absolutely love it. And me personally, I feel like it ties together. You have the black and white rug with the blue couch and then the black and white on the wall. Honestly, I feel like it just works. Like, it just works. I have my lamp in the corner. Again, got that off of Facebook Marketplace. It is too short. I really wanted the lamp to fit like up here, like nice and tall, but Again, I haven't found a lamp that I'm like all the way in love with, so this is what I ended up getting, and it is sitting on a basket. Nobody can see it, especially when you're on this side of the wall, like this side of the couch. You only see that part. So I kind of wish I would have gotten what I wanted, but after a while I really stopped decorating this place. I really did. On the opposite side, of course, you have your TV, you have your console. I bent the console already, if you can see it, which is terrible of me, I know, but whatever. That's what you get for buying cheap shit. But stylize it in a way that works for me. Again, nothing crazy, something simple. I really wanted something white to kind of match the wall, so that the only thing you saw that was black was the television. But I couldn't find anything that I could actually carry in my car. Everything I saw at Home Goods I loved, but I'm like, how am I gonna get it here? And I didn't feel like getting a rental, so it is what it is. I would have loved to do some like cooking videos in the kitchen. I love cooking. I have been exploring a lot lately with different recipes, different things, Asian cuisines at home. I do pasta every now and again, but I'm really not a pasta girl. It's too heavy. But I've been experimenting a lot with meals. I wish I would have been able to showcase some of the things I've been able to do. I usually pop up something in like my stories if I can plate it well enough for me to actually take a video or a photo, but I didn't like the kitchen setup, so I really didn't post or do any video or content in this kitchen. The kitchen gets really, so I'm standing in front of the mirror. The kitchen gets really good natural light, like really good natural light. But again, the aesthetic of the kitchen is not, it's giving very, I rent this place. And I already know I'm not going to be here long, so you about to just have to deal with it kind of. This color gets on my nerves. I can't stand this color. But again, since I'm renting it, I don't really have a choice in that. They kind of give you what they give you, and they give you the basic. The countertops were too dark, so I never did content in here because I really didn't like the aesthetic of the kitchen, but a kitchen is a kitchen. So let me show you the whole view. I'm going to show you from the other side. Actually, no. I'll show you from this side. So again, it's a kitchen. It's small. Okay? Thank God that this actually opens up, because then it makes it feel like it's actually bigger and it extends the kitchen. But this is the whole damn kitchen. It's a kitchen. Okay? There's not much going on. The color scheme gets on my nerves, but it is what it is. We make it work with the cabinets at the bottom, cabinets somewhat up at the top. It's a kitchen. On to the next. I would have loved to have done something on this wall. I had an idea of doing something very similar to what I did here, like making a gallery wall on this wall, but again, I never got around to it because after a while I'm just like, why am I going to decorate something that I already know I'm going to leave? Going to where the magic happens. Not really, because your girl is single as hell. But this is the bedroom. I absolutely adore the natural light in here. Like, I adore. Let me show you what the outside view looks like. This is pretty much what I wake up to in the morning. You have the courtyard in the back, watching the sunset and or the sunrise. That is like the main strip, or like downtown. That's down, like, Obsessed. Legit obsessed. This is my favorite part. And I can also see this from the balcony in the living room. But this, I keep the windows open the whole time. I was going to get a curtain and I'm just like, you know what? I'm not about to do that because I had no idea how I was going to get it up there. And again, this is what $1,500 gets you from in West Palm Beach. Right now it's hella windy outside. Do you see this moving? It is not from my AC. It is from the wind hitting the window and moving the blinds. This is not all the way sealed in. This is as far as it can possibly go, which is extremely annoying. I don't even bother open and close the blinds. I just leave it open so I don't have to deal with it. It is what it is. I was going to put like a curtain rod up here, but after all, I'm just like, Antoinette, you know you're not going to be here long, so don't even bother. Like, don't even bother. But this is my bed. I really, again, wanted to put a nightstand on both sides of the bed with a lamp on top of it. I had a whole vision and it just didn't come together. I never found the nightstands that I actually liked, so I just ended up. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. I have absolutely no plans besides to finish packing. This fucking AC. This gets on my nerves. I cannot wait to not hear that no more. But I want to keep going because I got a lot to do. I really have no plans today. I'm probably going to take myself to dinner later because I'm running out of groceries. But I'm on like day, I don't know, I think I'm on day 3 or maybe day 4 of packing. Made some decent progress. Gonna show you guys kind of sort of where I am right now. It's looking good. It's looking good. Like we're starting to empty out. This right here, so far, is just my closet. And I still have more stuff in the matter of fact, let me show you the closet. Let me show you the closet real quick. Let's migrate to the bedroom so I can show you the progress of where things are. I need to get another tote or something of that nature. This is my closet that's left. Not a whole lot left over, but it's a decent amount. These jeans, I'm only gonna take 2 of these. One of them I'm just gonna donate. At this point, what's in the back down there is my clothes that I'm going to wear to work for the next 3 days. And then over here, I still need to figure out where I'm going to put some of this heavier stuff. I don't need a full tote, but still got stuff at the top that I need to figure out. These are literally going to be my clothes that I wear. Oh, with this, of course. And I think my sports bra is up there. I think. This is clothes I'm going to wear the day of, with packing and moving. Some documents I need to sort through. Clothes for the next 3 days of work are here. My air mattress is at the bottom. I'm going to need that. So I don't... Actually, no, I don't need it. I am going to pack my air mattress because I don't need it. Still need to figure out how I'm going to pack the rest of these. This is something I'm wearing today for me to run my errands. In case I do take myself out to dinner, this is what I'm going to wear. And then I need to figure out how to stuff these into the suitcase somehow. In all honesty, the closet took me like 4 days to figure out. I really didn't think I had that much clothes. Oh, wait, before I forget. There's a whole rack over here of clothes. A whole rack of clothes. But this is pretty much what I'm bringing with me to Fashion Week. So what I'm going to do before I do anything, put my liner back in, put some music on just to chill out, and figure out for sure what I'm actually going to bring with me for Fashion Week. I'm not going for the whole week, since now that I am moving while Fashion Week is happening. I was originally going to go from... Hold on, let me put this down. All right, so this was the game plan, right? The game plan originally was for me to do Fashion Week. My flight was leaving from Miami on the 7th. And then I would come back to Miami on like the 14th, be back at work on the 15th, a whole week long. I do have confirmed shows. I have my tickets. I'm still working on 2 more confirmations because they said maybe, so I'm going to send an email and say, hey, so did you change your mind? But I'll probably do that tomorrow when I get... No, I'm going to do that next week, because right now I can't think. I got so much going on with this move that I just can't. But now... What's that? Oh. But now that I am moving and I am migrating out of Florida, thank goodness. Now that I'm leaving, so I am moving out of Florida to Georgia. My flight is from Miami to New York. I now had to change my flight, which I already did. I'm leaving out of Georgia instead. But I literally need to be out of here the day before my flight. So I need to exit from here on the 6th. My flight is on the 7th in Georgia. I have to move quick. So instead of me staying for a whole week, I'm just going to stay for the weekend where all of my shows are confirmed, and head out on Monday to come back. No, to go to Georgia afterwards to continue unpacking and get my life together. I'm excited, I'm anxious, I'm ever so slightly overwhelmed, ever so slightly. Things are falling in place. God is really doing his thing. If I'm being honest, God is really doing his thing, because your girl was all the way stressed out here. And I feel like for the ones that know me, knew I was stressed. I wasn't posting content. I didn't feel like myself. Sometimes I didn't look like myself. My eyes look like I've been crying for days. It looked like I haven't been sleeping. You don't see any level of joy on my face. That's not me. I'm a happy person for the most part. I had to make a move, and this was the move that I've been trying to make for the last couple of months. But everything that I tried to do, I looked at other companies. I had a few interviews with other companies. Nothing panned out. Nothing worked out. I said, okay, let me look internal. I know my company is huge. There's places everywhere. What can I do to still extend my career, but still be able to move in a direction I want to move? One thing led to another. Had conversations with this one, conversations with that one. I would do virtual meet and greets with different people, asking them questions, probing, just to kind of get an idea of what else is out there. What can I do? What's the time frame? What does this look like? If I transition from this to this, am I hurting myself? Am I hurting my career? What? All the things within the last couple of months, until an opportunity came out and I was just like, ooh, this is the reason why everything pretty much just didn't work out. I am not the queen of waiting. Patience is a virtue. Patience is not something I have for the most part. Anyway, things worked out. Got my offer. I am not worried about getting a new place right now. I'm just going to exit from here, stay with family until I can clear my head for a little bit, maybe for a couple of months. I really want a house. I do not want to go back into an apartment or a lease. The way that these leases are set up and the amount of money that I'm throwing into a rental that I can't do nothing about, I'm not here for it. If I'm paying $1,500 or $1,600 a month, it better be a mortgage. It better be a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, full basement, outdoor patio space with a driveway and a 2-car garage type of house. I am not interested in paying $1,600 for a 1-bedroom with no wash and dry on the 4th floor with a noisy ass AC, and I have to. No. So, yeah. Few things I need to finish up. Few things I need to do. I really don't have a hell of a lot to do today, but there's some paperwork I need to submit. I'm gonna check my emails for shows so I can kind of put my itinerary together for Fashion Week. Solidify my Fashion Week outfits because a lot of the accessories came in. Put that together. I'm doing 1.5 looks per day because we're staying in Jersey City. The shows are in New York, which I'm perfectly fine with. I take the PATH train, done and done. But I don't want to bring a whole lot of stuff knowing that I'm moving. A lot of things are in my suitcases. I don't feel like going. I'm not going to have time. I'm rambling. Whatever.
My gas to find out it doesn't work like that. Live fast, die young, and hummer. Took me a long time to get it right. Never quite satisfied. All back to the start I go, baby. None of my time, so back to the.
Hold on. Hello?
Yes, sweetheart.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, just checking on you.
I'm doing okay.
Good. I'm glad.
I'm gonna make a stop probably in the next 20 minutes to use the bathroom. I am a little bit under half a tank, so I'm just gonna fill up. And then I really want a cup of tea. I know it's hot, but I want a cup of tea. So I'm gonna stop and get a cup of tea and then figure out something to eat. But my teeth are really sensitive, so I gotta figure out what I can actually eat that won't hurt.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me. But I'm gonna stop at a Wawa, but I think I'm like 20 minutes away from the next one.
You can make it to 20 minutes?
Yeah, I mean it's 45 minutes from where I put it in from, so I don't got a choice.
Okay.
Don't have much of a choice, but I'll stop. I think I'll be okay with just filling up this one time to be able to get to Daddy, because I'm like maybe 4.5 or 5 hours away, somewhere between there.
Oh, okay. I thought you take what, 8 hours?
I mean, it's supposed to be 9 hours, so I feel like I left at a good time. Maybe that's the reason why. While I'm on this drive, I figured, why not talk to you guys, right? This might be a little deep, but this is what's running through my mind as I'm driving. I have maybe 4.5 hours left of my drive. Don't mind my voice. It's super raspy. All that dust in that damn place over the last couple of days got me in a tizzy. But I got my tea with me, so I'm just flushing it out with some hot air. I got the windows down, but right now I got the AC on to talk to you guys, right? This thought came in my mind because I kind of want to do a post on my Instagram page, TikTok, whatever else, of my transition from Delaware to South Florida, now to ATL. But I've been trying to figure out what the caption will be and what I'm actually going to say. The video's done. The video's like 45 seconds long or whatever. It's like a compilation of my last 457 days in South Florida. I feel like I'm finding Nemo, where Nemo was he just kept swimming. He just kept swimming. Like, he had high hopes. There were obstacles. There were things he had to go through, but he just kept swimming and eventually found his way back home. I feel like I'm finding Nemo, where I'm trying to figure out where is home. Technically speaking, I left home 400 and some odd days ago, went to Florida thinking maybe Florida could be home for me. Stayed with the family friend for a couple of months, and then I got my own stayed there for a year, but no matter what I did, it still never felt like home. The environment didn't feel like home. I would go out to eat. I partied a little bit more than I should have, consumed things that I shouldn't have consumed, but on that journey of trying to figure out, is this home? And I was just like, this is not me. The fast life of South Florida is not me. It's just not. No matter what I did, it just didn't feel like home. I've made friends in the area. Shout out to y'all, because y'all kept me grounded. I appreciate them for helping me trying to experience a new side of myself, I guess. But then that new side of myself just wasn't me. It just didn't feel like home. So as I'm on this journey yet again, I feel like I'm on a journey to figure out what's home for me. Where can I plant myself? Where can I root myself? Where it feels like home. I don't mind moving. Like, I don't mind. I've spent the last 11 years in one place, and I really wanted to kind of expand and grow and whatever else, but once I left, I realized how much I miss it. I miss the person, I miss the environment. I realized how much I miss it. And as much as I want to go back home, until that door opens up, if God opens that door up, I'm on a journey to figure out what is home for me. So leaving South Florida is not bittersweet, in all honesty. I'm kind of excited to get out of that environment because it just didn't feel right for me at all. I feel like it was more of a fight. For me to stay in South Florida than anything else. And your level of home, your level of peace, it shouldn't feel like that. So even though I was creating my home aesthetic and exploring different parts of the South Florida area, nothing I did just felt right. So this journey to Atlanta, I'm hoping can give me that sense of home. I have family that's closer. So South Florida was like 2.5 or so hours away from family. I thought, oh, that'll be easy. It'll be an easy drive. Bitch, no the fuck it's not. Like, no it's not. That drive is a decent drive to go see family. And I couldn't do it every 2 weeks. I couldn't do it until every couple of months. And I had to schedule myself in a way where I had to have like 2 days off back to back in order for me to go to see them. And it's hard to schedule 2 days back to back as someone in management. It's not easy. Yes, I do my own schedule, but it's not easy scheduling 2 days off. Because that means I'd have to work like 8 days straight. No. But at least this time around, hold on, I need a cup of tea. My throat is killing me. Oh, this tea feels so good down. I love a good cup of tea. I know it's hot outside. It's 95 degrees. I don't care. It will be 100 degrees. I'm still gonna have a cup of tea. But anyway, with me going to Georgia, I will be maybe within 20 minutes of my sister and my 2 nieces and my father and everybody else that's around me. I have friends from like way back, like before 2006, who also live in Georgia. I'm hoping to be able to reconnect with them and then kind of rebuild our friendship. I got cousins that are in North Atlanta, so I got family that's much closer, and then maybe my sense of work-life balance will be a little bit easier. I have like a 7 to 10 year plan for the Atlanta market that I hope, again, I can turn into home. You know what I mean? So I'm on a journey. Right now, call me Finding Nemo. I'm really want to get settled one place that feels comfortable for me to create a life that I have manifested years ago. I cannot wait for these manifestations to come forth. And I feel like they're slowly starting to reveal itself. Like slowly starting to reveal itself. I want to get married. I want to have my own family. There are things I want to do as a wife for my husband. There's businesses that I want to be able to do with my husband, with my sister. There's different ideas that I have that I want to come forth. But I need to be settled in one place in order for me to do that. So this is to me being Finding Nemo, or this is to me being Nemo and finding home. I'm gonna keep swimming until that sense of home feels comfortable and feels like an environment where I can grow, and it's an environment where my level of joy and my level of peace will be able to come back. Because I feel like for those that really, really know me, when they look at me, I don't look happy. I don't look joyous. I don't have a smile. I feel like I have resting sad face instead of resting happy face. I want my resting happy face back. I want that level of joy back. Even if that means I need to gain these 20 pounds back. I was comfortable at the weight I was. I wasn't trying to lose weight, in all honesty. I just like to keep things toned. I've lost so much weight in South Florida. I don't really know how or why, because I'm still eating, but maybe because I'm consuming less. Groceries cost more. The cost of living was high as fuck down there. So what I would normally pay for a comfortable life up north was nothing close. I was like living paycheck to paycheck down in South Florida. And that is not the life I see for myself. That is not the future I see for myself. I want to be able to have surplus in my income and be able to look at my bank account and be comfortable with where my bank account is. I don't want to have to count pennies and go to the grocery store and then have to take things out of my cart because I can't afford groceries plus the household. Like that's not the life I want to live. So if I need to be Finding Nemo and bounce from where I was to another location, then I'm gonna do that. In hopes that this is it, because this move was a lot. I had to do it in 2 weeks. Kinda, sorta. Week and a half, 2 weeks to pack up everything, coordinate everything. My car is packed with stuff because as soon as I get to Georgia, I have to unpack to repack because I got Fashion Week literally the next day. So this is about to be chaotic as fuck, but I feel like in the long run, it's gonna be worth it. So I know I don't normally do vlogs. I don't really talk like this. I know it's a little deep. I apologize. Maybe it will help somebody else in their journey of finding peace and finding home, or in your journey to whatever you need. But I gotta adjust. This adjustment is taking a lot out of me, but it's necessary.